Good morning. I'd like to show you how you can use 1065 as a form 1065, how you can fill it out if you have LLC and you have a business. It's not a passive income, it's a business. So let's get started. And in this, I'm just going to use one of my businesses, which is a sole proprietor. I'm just going to use that example to show you if it was an L.L.C, how I will have filled up my 1065 with those informations. And let's see if you can get it done quickly. So I have things in the form already that are now quite related, but we are just going to keep it like that. So the first things we will change will be this one. So what can we put here? Let's go back to our trade very quickly. We need to look for the business code. Let me put 55 here, and I can just select, in fact, I make soap, light soap and unscented soap. So I have the business under manufacturing, but I think it will be more a non-retailer because I sell it online. So I will, for these purposes, I will select a retailer. We need to look for retailer, retail. And I don't know if you see it, but it's on the right side here. And we need to look for non-store retailer. And I need to go down again. Non-store retailers. So I'm just going to highlight it here, because if you produce a good and you think you are a manufacturer but you are selling it online, you don't have a store, a physical location where you sell it, that's a non-store retailer. So here, let's see, electronic shopping. I'm just going to select 454110. So 454110. Let's see if I can remember that. So I will be here 454110. You can double check it. 454110. And you can just call it e-commerce, why not? And I'm not going to change the name here. I'll just leave it like that. I'll leave everything else like that. So it's not the initial business if it's not. Cash method, we'll select that. Partners, why not? We can just keep it too. It's just an example here. So what you will do is, because that's a trade, I'm going to tell you what the business is. I make soap. So that's a business. I'm involved in it. I'm making it myself. I'm packaging it. I'm selling it to my customers. When you are involved like that in your business, that's a business. That's a trade. That's a business. It's not a passive income. It's an active income. And as the partner, I'm materially involved. I'm materially participating in the activity. So that's a trade, that's a business. I will fill up this page 1 for my 1065. So 1065 has 5 pages. And based on, if you're not making millions, you don't need to fill up the last page. But you need to fill up the page 1 for the trade. You need to fill up schedule B, which is yes or no questions, and you need to fill up schedule K. Those information will go to schedule K1. And this session, the last session, the 4th pages, you'll put the information of the partners there when it comes to their share of net income. So let's start it. So for the soap, before you can start filling up things like that, you need to have your inventory set, everything set. So gross receipts or sales, and then you have return and allowances, you have balance and things, you have cost of good. So what you are going to do, let's see if I open it here. I'm going to talk about that in another video, but I'm just going to be pulling things from this spreadsheet and showing it. So they are asking for sales, right? So here, maybe I should explain a little bit, but before I start doing my taxes, I will count my inventory, and I like to do that late December. So I have a spreadsheet where I list all my products. They start what I have on hand, the unit cost, the total amount, the purchases during the year. I will put that, the end, and at the end of the year, December, how much I found on hand. I'll put that as well, and the cost of that, and then the difference between the start, the purchases, and the end will tell me how much I sold. But I know how much I sold because I track them as well. And here is the personal use. So the personal use, I like to keep track on it, because when my oils or my soap are not sold within a certain time frame, I like to just pull it out of inventory and use it at home. So I like to record those here. And the last section is pretty much the packaging supplies that goes into my packaging for my clients. So I like to track all of that on my spreadsheets, and that's a good things to do, to track those things as you go along throughout the year. Make it easy for you during tax season to be, to file your taxes without problem. So I have a summary here, and later I'll talk about inventory later, but just here you'll see that I have that's the cost of good, but the sales, I track the sales because I sell on Etsy. I have the sales and the fees here, and I have my gross sales here. And pretty much this sheet is just tracking everything. And in 2019 I didn't make a lot of sales, so which make it easy for me to do that. But this row here, let me see the gross paid. So I just like to design my templates to reflect informations that I will need for my taxes. So we are looking for the gross sold and client total paid. So we have this amount here, and let's see if that's what I have as well. You can see it here. So those information are pulled to this spreadsheet that I call summary, and I have this as well that I added to it. So this is my gross revenue. So you can see that that's a primary work to do, which make it easy to fill up our return. So 4835 is what we need. So 4835 is going to be 48. Allowances, returns, I don't have any to put here. So balance, subtract 1 from B. So it's going to be 48. And in fact, I believe there is a return somewhere. But anyway, it didn't flow to my sheet here. Let me see. A lot of time I'll have refund somewhere here, but yeah, I don't have it here. So that's the way it is. I have my gross here, which I put down But then I have a section here for refund. If there is any, it will have flow to this area 1B, and then I'll subtract that from 1A to find my line 1C. Cost of good sold. You need to fill up attachment. You need to fill up form 1125A. So we are going to do that. And what I did is I just went to IRS website and I click on, let me see if you can go back there to show you. And that's the same thing you'll do to pull out all the form you need. I hope I saved that form. You'll click on form and instructions and send it to this page, and you just tap the form you need and you'll find it there. So let's see if we have our form saved to use. That's right here. And I'm not going to fill up much of it, but it's asking for the name, so we'll put the business name here. Employer and identification number will go here, and I didn't mention it on the form that I was filling up, but those information are important. But inventory at the beginning of the year. So inventory at the beginning of the year. Let's go look for that information on our Express sheet. Here, that's why my inventory is summarized too. So beginning inventory 132.40, and I'll put it here 132. Purchases during the year, let's go find that information. 22.36. 22. Cost of labor, we didn't have any. If that's a sole proprietor, which is not, because you're talking about L.L.C. If you have L.L.C, you cannot charge yourself. You cannot put your own time here as labor. You can only do that when you are employing somebody. Because as an LLC, any money you take out of your LLC is a draw. So you are not going to pay salary to yourself. So you are not going to put your labor here. Additional session. So yeah, so if you want to add more to it, go find 2663A cost to find there. So add the cost, attach schedule. Total cost 1 through 5. Let's go. So let's go see what other costs I have anyway. So yeah, I don't have any other costs there. Okay, so total cost, total add line 1 through 5. Line 1 through 5, that would be 154. Inventory of the year. Let's look at our spreadsheet here. So end year was 80. I don't know if you can see it here. It's 80, 23. Inventory of the year is 80. In fact, when I total this, it totaled to 155. So we can change it to, if we want. We can change one of the numbers so that it can total to 155 for us. So cost of goods sold, inventory of the year, cost of goods sold. This is to start line 7 to 6. Enter here. So here is the things. There is things that we use ourselves. So things that we use ourselves, it will fall under one category here. Personal use, CCCs. So personal use, it will fall under other costs. No, it won't. Will it? So we have the inventory, we have this. We are totaling all our costs, right? So now, so that's the cost of goods sold. Let's go back to our spreadsheet here. A13. Cost of goods sold. Enter here and on form 1120. So that's 8. So check all the method used for valuing closing inventory. So we use cost. Check if there was a written or subnormal good. LIFO inventory adopted. LIFO. LIFO is last in, first out. So if the LIFO inventory method was used for this task year, enter the amount and all those. So if property produce accurate resale, do not do the rule of section 20 applied to the entity. So if property is produced or accurate for resale, no, it's not. So it's not about properties here. So was there any changes in determining quantity, cost, or valuation between opening and closing inventory? Is there any changes in determining quantity, cost, attached explanation? So that's when probably the use of, I don't know why I'm not seeing it here though, but so inventory beginning of the year, purchases, cost of labor, additional session, other costs, total line, and enter inventory of the year. So I'm very surprised that does not give us options for personal use. Yeah, well, guess what? If it was an L.L.C, you won't be taking things out of your inventory to use yourself, right? I think you'll be paying for it. So that's that. But because that's is a sole proprietor, I just pull things out, especially when I don't feel comfortable selling it to my customers because I want to sell quality products. I prefer we use it at home. So in this session, is there any change in determining the quantity, cost, and valuation between operating and closing inventory? I will say yes, and the explanation will be, pulling how should we call it, expiring product off the shelf for personal use could be the explanation. So that 8 should go on line 2 on page 1 of our thing. So that's 8. So we'll put it here. Ordinary income loss from partnership and all that. We don't have net. We don't have anything else or other income or loss. So total will be what? So to combine line 3 to 7 is 0 here. Line 3 to 7. So we have the gross. I think we should be combining something too. So profit will be to subtract 2 from line 1C. That will make sense. The profit was 40. Oh no, not here. It will be up here. 40. And then line 3 to 8 is 42. So let's go check our spreadsheet to see how we are doing. How close we are for those numbers here. Okay, I didn't calculate it. They are just taking this 48 and this 8, which is 40. Yes, it's correct. But we have other fee. Maybe let's go back and see if there is. So cost of goods sold, we got that. So that's pretty much it. So now we'll continue to the deduction here. So salary and wages, guarantee payment to partners, repair and maintenance, bad debts, rent, taxes and licenses, interest, depreciation and all those, and other. I'm trying to see where the fee, because I'm selling it online, the fee for using SC, where that will go. If we, this is more the inventory here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So our fee, if I was using LLC for my sole business, our fee will go under other deduction here. And then I will attach a statement where I will say those belong to SC fee. And let me point out the fee. I have a bank fee here, and I have those three here. So that's 1048. And I believe I have the fee somewhere here too. 1048. So and the other deductions, that will be 10, and total deduction will be 10 if I don't have anything else to include. But let's get back, check our spreadsheet here and see if we took everything out. I don't think we did though, because we have packagings which I showed you earlier, and those packagings are here, and my shippings are here. So that's $22 right there. I'm not even including my membership, my mileage here yet. So that's $22. Let's go check where that $22 will go. So it could easily go under other deductions as well. So in my attachments, pretty much I'll have the business. I don't know if I have one on hand here that I can show you. It will be probably venture. I'll be very good at in progress tutorials. Let's see, attachment here. So that will be something similar. I didn't have attachment for this one, but that's just what that will be. And you'll have the business entity on top. Let's see here if I have the business. So you'll have the business name, the business ID number, and you'll have your Schedule K. And we are talking about, we need to go back and check that 13D if we should be able to use that. Why we are not using, oh, that's Schedule D. So, but yeah, this one is scheduled. But that's pretty much the same thing. You'll have an attachment like this. You'll have, you know, page 1 of 1065, and you'll have line 20, and you'll just list all the things that will fall under line 20, which will be supplies and packaging, not supplies or packaging, SC fee, SC bank fee, and you list all of that. So $22 is, so other deductions here is not just 10 for the bank SC fee, but I have $22 from my packaging as well that I will add, and shipping I'll add it to. So 22 and 10 will be 32. So I'll change that to 32. And that's that. And I'm very surprised it's not giving you options for mileage deduction. And that's the things too. When you have L.L.C, I think I should add it to it. When you have L.L.C and you are using your car for business, you will do you can do employer reimbursement account, and you can set a fee. That's what I do for my other businesses. You can set I like to use IRS standard mileage deduction fee, the standard minimum. So 55 cents per mile, and that's $2.75. So, and that's what the employer deduction the employer reimbursement account under the accountable plan will pay to the business for the owner of the car. So this will be added as well, and that will be in my spreadsheet as well. I'll put reimburse account, employee reimburse account for mileage. So that's that. This and SC fee, all that will total to 35.30, and that will go here 35. So that's that. And now we have everything added to it. That's how you fill up if you have a business, a trade, you materially participate in it. That's how you will fill up your your form 1045. The income is 40, the expenses is 35. That include everything, and that's pretty much it. We don't need anything else to fill up here. And here you'll just put, if you are doing it yourself, you don't fill up this paper area. You'll leave it blank, you'll print it out, you'll sign it, you'll date it, and you put no here. IRS can contact yourself since you are the one that fill it up. And you just read this Schedule B. So if, depending on how many people are in your L.L.C, you might need to select A if you own more than 50%, or any one of you own more than 50% of your L.L.C. So that means you need to fill up Schedule B-1. Let's go look for it. Schedule B-1. And Schedule B-1, you put your business name, your identification number, and if that's you and some other individuals owning the business, you don't fill up Part 1. Part 1 is business owning more than 50% of the L.L.C. So if that's you and somebody else, you just put your name, your social security number, your country of origin, and then you put the, not country of origin, but country of citizenship, and then you put your share ownership percentage here, and that's pretty much it for B1. So let's go back to our form now that, and then you read everything here, and I think you most likely might have two sessions where you'll put yes, and the next one will be this one. If you make less than 250, you can, if you sell more than $50,000 worth of products in a year and your asset is less than 1 million, you can, and you are not required to fill up M3, which you are not if you are in those conditions, but you'll find this in the instruction, M3 condition. Then you don't need to fill up Schedule A, L, M1 or M2. So you select yes here, and you just continue to read everything and select no, 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 where they apply. They are applied. And then at the bottom here, if you are the PR, you put your name, your phone number, your address. If that's a business that is representing your business, you put the business name, the business address, the business phone, and you finish up your Schedule B, and you come down to Schedule K. So Schedule K will have information that we have from page 1, and Schedule K is pretty much the combination of is page 1 line 2. Let's go check out page 1 line 22. Did you even fill up that line 22? I don't think we did. So we have 40 as income, 35 as expenses, and line 2 is the original business income or loss. So subtract line 21 from line 8. It's giving us 5. Let's go check our spreadsheet to see what we estimated our business to be. You see, I don't know, let me scroll it up a little bit for you to see it. You see 4.9, that's 5, right? So that's that, and that's pretty much it. So that's 5 here, and that's what and then that page 1 is done. Thank you for watching. I'm going to show how to fill up Schedule K in the next video. And I'm Afiavi Ojunamarini Net Liberman, creators of Liberman Consulting L.L.C's YouTube channel and owners of Nina Soap. And our website is ninasoap.com. I'm going to video how to fill up L.L.C next. How to fill up L.L.C Schedule K for 1065 next. Thank you.